Hi, and welcome to HWM Aston Martin here in sunny Walton-on-Thames. It gives me great pleasure around this driver's spec, stealth spec, so it's a driver slash stealth spec Aston Martin Vantage. There's lots and lots to talk about on this car, but it's a cracking spec. It still looks fresh, sort of 7 years on from production. But please come and join me and I'll talk you around some of the features and benefits of this car. Joining me for the walk around of this car, let's have a chat about some of the factory options that this Vantage has. Now, it's covered just over 33,000 miles. It's actually a vehicle that we supplied just under 2 years ago, which has come back into us in part exchange. So things to talk about are lovely little details like the carbon fibre side strakes and this kind of black on black with the 19-inch V-spoke wheels with the red cowls really does look the part. It also has things like the silver meshes just to give a bit of contrast on the Onyx black paint. Other delights like the front parking sensors, which was an option at the time of production, as well as rear as well. So you get an audible tone at the front, slightly different from the audible tone at the rear. Also, to continue the kind of black theme, it has things like the black headlamp bezels. And again, sort of moving around to this side, it's really nice Onyx black. It's difficult to sort of convey it in the video, but it's just this lovely fleck, which when the sun hits it, it just sort of comes to life as sort of glass in the paint, and it looks really well. So coming around to back of the vehicle, I've already mentioned the wheels and the brake cowls, which just sort of make the outside stand out a bit. It's quite nice. Other little delights are things like the clear rear lamps as well, which was an option at that time, as well as the textured tailpipe finishes. And this vehicle also has the sports exhaust, and it sounds and drives truly amazingly well. So yeah, there's lots to talk about inside. So continuing the kind of black stealth theme, you've got the obsidian black leather sport seats, which provide a little bit more support underneath the leg, and the side bolsters as well. It's actually a really comfortable, well thought out seat. Yeah, it's really good. The also benefit of these is that it has the electric seats for both drivers and passengers as well. So you can spend time and really get comfortable. Other refinements that it has is things like satellite navigation, and as I mentioned earlier on, the front and rear parking sensors. The good old 6-speed driver's spec, as I mentioned, manual gearbox, which still feels fresh as the day it came out of the factory. It's really cool. Other delights are things like the 700-watt premium audio sound system and Bluetooth telephone preparation as well. And again, continuing that kind of black theme, you've got the piano black fascia as well surrounding the front dashboard. Just to break up the kind of black a little bit, it's finished with this beautiful ivory Alcantara headlining, which kind of washes the roof and goes right down the A-pillars as well inside. So it just sort of breaks it up inside the cabin. It's also at the time of production, it was quite well thought out interior. I still find everything really easy to use. You've still got the benefit of these handcrafted metal dials to control the climate control, and also this kind of central stick here to control things like the navigation, the telephone system, and the radio and various other functions within the menu. So it's quite usable. I've still got a lovely glass key. I know it's pretty fashionable these days to have a keyless entry for convenience, and there is a lot of merit in that, but I still like this kind of analog sort of theatre of having a kind of weighted glass key, which is beautifully crafted, which actually you have to sort of do something to start it. I thought I'd take some time just to open the bonnet and actually have a look at how great the 4.7 V8 naturally aspirated or normally aspirated engine is. It's deliberately set far back from the front of the vehicle to aid with things like stability and weight distribution. So that, with all the design around anything that Aston Martin produce, there's always thought and there's always purpose to why they do stuff, and that's the reason why we've got this cross brace for stability and that the engine is sort of sat back right over the front axle. So from a service history point of view, I've mentioned that we supplied this vehicle a couple of years ago, but it has a wonderful service history which has been done annually regardless of mileage, all documented in the service history. Now, I know that digital service history on many cars is very popular, and there's an absolute place and convenience for that, but I still like this kind of leather bound kind of book that that you present and get stamped. It's just another nice touch of Aston Martin ownership at that time. So look, that was a whistle-stop tour of this 2015 Aston Martin Vantage drivers/stealth spec. It will become fully prepared by our factory trained technicians here at HWM Aston Martin as part of a timeless scheme, and we'll also enjoy a 12-month Aston Martin warranty as part of that program as well, and the next owner can decide whether they extend that once it's within the warranty period as well. And if you need anything else from us, please do get in touch. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. It means so much to us that you do that and that you spend the time watching our videos. But do get in touch with the team here at HWM, and we'll see you again on the next vid.